Good morning, guys. Today, I just want to talk about our comfort zones and our conditioning throughout our childhood. I mean, this is a very broad subject, so I can't obviously tap into a lot of it. I don't mean your comfort zones as in what you like, don't like, are scared of, not scared of, things like that. I mean the conditions in which you are raised that sort of make things in your adulthood feel more comfortable. Um, Especially, I mean, when it comes to dating and picking partners and stuff like that, I think it's really interesting. It's something that I like to read about and listen to podcasts on. But essentially, the conditions and the environments that you grew up in and the ways that your parents raised you makes you feel comfortable in certain situations that might not be in the forefront of your mind. So, when people are always like, why do I always pick unavailable people? Or why does this happen with always happens within my dating? It's most likely because, and this is regardless if you think you had the happiest childhood and the best parents in the world, trust me. I mean, our parents are all humans. They do their very best. It's not a fault to them necessarily, but I think that it's something to pay attention to. You should look at the way that your parents did certain things, how they showed affection, how they shared love, what was expected of you as a child. All of these things play into how we make our daily decisions and what is comfortable to us. So, for example, I mean, my parents were kind of 0 to 60 people where, if they were fine and then something set them off, they yelled, and that was their way of expressing themselves, was through yelling. And when I first started therapy because I also did that. And my partner at the time did not appreciate it, obviously. And it was really interesting for me to understand finally that because I was raised in that environment, that is what felt safe to me. It was my comfort zone to also, when I got mad, to yell. And luckily, through years of therapy, I don't do that anymore, or very, very rarely. But it's one of those things that's interesting. What was the way that we were loved and how we grew up and all of our environments play into what makes us feel safe. So if you are attracted to unavailable men or women, possibly your parents were not present in your life constantly. So there's abandonment and there's things that set you up to make you feel comfortable in that space. So you're attracted to people that are unavailable because for you, that makes sense in your brain. It's a comfort zone thing. And obviously we have to learn to reparent ourselves and do certain things because no one is perfect. No parent is perfect. And to all you parents out there, you guys are kicking ass. I mean, it is such a different generation that is raising children now than what my parents were like. But I just think it's a really interesting thing to dive into, to sort of, yesterday I was talking about the victim mindset. So sort of when you are doing why does this happen to me? Why am I always in spaces like this? Why are my friends like this? Why is this happening to me? Look back at what makes you feel comfortable and safe as a child and what you grew up and you're used to. And a lot of that probably plays out into your adult decisions and choices. So something to look at. It's, not for everyone, but I was always against child therapy, dealing with my inner child when I first started therapy. And then when I started really getting into it, I was like, shit, this is for everyone. So take a look at that, examine parts of your life that need to be examined, and I hope you have a great day.